Previously, you all went to a job fair. You all went and acquired knowledge at this job fair about a bloodbath of sorts that occurs in Madripoor. So you are on the way to Madripoor in your newly acquired Deadpool tricked out Quinjet, which I painted red in between sessions and added a little logo to. So there's that.
Beautiful.
And this session is kind of a little marker for, you guys are getting your own vehicle. You can kind of explore the world at your own pace at this point in a way, and to kind of usher that in, I wanted to let you guys know that it's a bit of a custom stray away from the book a little bit, just a tiny little bit, not much, but that's just kind of to symbolize that you're welcome to do the same.
Oh, interesting.
Down the road.
Hell yeah. Because it might feel like the Quinjet is like how the book says you're supposed. They don't tell you how you're supposed to get to Madripoor. You just get there. So I was like, let's make you guys a cool vehicle using cool new vehicle rules. So that's like you turned 16 and you now have access to your first car. You know what I mean?
Sir, we're going joyriding.
Hell yeah.
Somebody do a nosedive.
If we crash, who's surviving realistically?
All of us, because we're just going to either envelop in you or copyright.
That's true.
Damn it. Takes all the fun out of it.
Mainly
who did we decide was driving, by the way? I forget.
Did we?
Copyright.
Oh, copyright. Okay.
I remember it was between me and someone else at one point. I don't remember if we ever fully decided.
I think we just
Don't
did
remember.
copyright. You're up.
Okay.
The suggestion was somebody with good agility, because that's how you pilot, is agility.
I know it was between the fist and copyright, but let's just say copyright because it seems like that's everybody. I think that's right.
All right. Makes sense. Copyright I'll put up in the cockpit. You guys can be anywhere else in the ship that you like. It's a Quinjet. There's like not that much to it. There's probably like an off room, like a med bay type area. There's that big middle hangar where everyone would probably be hanging out, and probably like a bathroom, right? But that's about it.
You got a cafeteria? You got a cafeteria? No food area, bro? I'm a big guy, man. I need some food.
Well, I'm assuming.
Big guy.
I'm only going to assume that there will be a lot of food when we land, wherever that is.
We're going to a festival in Madripoor full of people that are trying to kill each other. Well, beat each other very badly. There's bound to be food there.
It better be.
Yeah. I mean,
And if there's
to
not,
do?
you can always make food there.
What are you
It's
trying
bound
to
to be-
say?
Well,
Are you trying to say you beat someone up and make them in the food?
I'm not saying I would do that.
But you're saying
You would.
me. I don't know if you see me, but I just squish people. I don't chop them up, put them in a blender, and eat them.
Well, man, I'm not judging how you would eat them. You could just eat them. You don't eat people. That's cannibalism. You're not. You are messed up, but you're not that messed up, right? You're not a cannibal.
Am I? Now I'm curious.
Appears that
Do I give off those vibes?
It appears that I had some prejudices that I need to reevaluate, and I'm going to just let my teammates start talking.
We
Glad you can check.
Or tagging Shield.
we pan the camera like pans over to Shield. You're investigating your shotguns, presumably, and this is what they do. I'm gonna put it in the chat. So one of them, the red one from the aim thing that you robbed, that one is a fire shotgun. It sets things on fire. The other one, the blue one, is sound based, so it has a chance to make people go deaf. Now, I don't think you can dual wield them because that would mean like not having your shield on you, basically, which feels wrong. But up to you, I suppose. If somebody else has bad agility, this also gives you a +2 to your damage multiplier in agility. So if you have less than a +2, worth considering thinking about asking for one.
Well, I have a whole lot of 0 in my agility, so I don't know if this would.
It'll bump it up by 2. It's pretty good gains.
I guess so.
It means if you do a ranged attack, you actually do damage, basically, instead of just nothing.
Well, interesting. I think I'm gonna be good. What's
Sure.
range when you can go extra big?
Yeah, your melee range gets pretty high. Yeah, you don't really need to worry about it. You can hand one out if you think someone would benefit from it, or you can hold them both and swap them out. You just can only use one at a time, essentially, unless you're not using your shield. Also,
All right. I am down to share.
Who needs guns when you have these? He flexes.
Not everybody can turn into a bigger green person, okay?
Sounds like a skill issue, my friend, which I do not suffer from. Yeah, just go fight the Hulk. You could turn out like me too.
I'm good. I don't really.
As you say, fight the Hulk. I need everyone to make me a vigilance or logic check, please.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
As you strike a little bit of turbulence on your flight to Madripoor. I'm so not at the bottom.
Yeah. Copyright with the Marvel die. Woo.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so nobody else notices. It's just Copyright. Copyright, you're in the cockpit. You feel the turbulence. It goes... And you're like, that was weird. The plane shouldn't be doing that. There's no extra winds. Nothing has changed. Why is there suddenly turbulence, right? You probably just, like, glance over your shoulder. And surrounding all of your friends... it's a little bit hard to make out. It's probably like if you were looking at something and you're supposed to have glasses, but you don't have glasses. That's probably how this looks. And you see just a man that you probably don't recognize standing there with a massive plasma rifle and a massive plasma sword. But he hasn't done anything yet.
Okay. I'm gonna try and subtly catch someone's attention. I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna internally panic. But, like, cool. And make my eyes go big. Like a cartoon character, and I'm looking back. And I'm doing that repeatedly, hoping to catch someone's eye.
Amazing. Okay. I love this decision. Okay, in that moment, they're also going to attack, I think. But everyone else can make me a second vigilance to see if they catch on.
14.
That's crazy. Nobody else catches on. They're just like, wow, this guy's making cool cartoon eyes. That's a cool new thing we didn't know he could do.
Look, dude, we know about your powers. That's neat. It's really cool.
Everybody want to show off what powers or what? Jesus Christ.
Well, if you want me to, he puts his arms back up and flexes a muscle and puts up a lip.
Put the green
But he's
ones
doing
away.
it. Okay.
You hear
That's
a whisper in your
stupid.
ear as you're making fun of him, and it goes, you should heed your friend's warning, and then you feel a punch in your face. We're gonna roll for initiative, because technically that's how it works. There's no actual surprise round, but that's based on like fantastic success and stuff. So we'll just do the turn order stuff.
I just get decked in the face.
Basically.
Woo!
Um,
How much damage does he do?
Oh my lord.
hasn't actually rolled yet. Technically, the attack hasn't occurred in sequence. Does anyone have situational awareness?
I
It
do.
goes here. I think that means you get edge here, if I'm correct.
I gave an edge on initiative checks. Correct.
Yeah. So you want to re-roll your 2, because that sucks.
That's true.
Much better.
Love that for me.
Still last so far, but unknown assailant,
Let
who
me
you
have
guys
my
probably know,
win here.
hasn't rolled yet. Yeah, we'll see. That's wow. Rolled so bad. Do I have situational awareness? I do. Not much better. What's your vigilance score block?
It's a whole 10.
Great. They're a little bit faster than you. This is Annabelle. 16. So that's Shield. What's your vigilance modifier?
12.
Oh, you guys are dead tied. I'll give it to you. Ren as well. Shmeep. Initiative. Fantastic success. That's a bonus round for Ren. So she's the only one to go, but she still goes last. Okay, so I'm going to take Ren's surprise round first. Basically, what this kind of feels like is in that moment where Cable begins to speak and go to punch you in the face, Ren will kind of step in between that and try to disrupt the action, which I think she's going to do with a Whirling Frenzy attack. Special weapon effect on Razor Arms is bleeding, if I'm correct. Cool. So we're going to do Whirling Frenzy attack on fantastic success. That's bleed applied. Melee attack from Ren on the unknown assailant. That's a fantastic, but is it a success? Against melee defense? No, that is a miss. But Cable's attack will be disrupted. And I think Cable will just target someone else with his action because of the fantastic failure in this case. And that means that it is the fist.
All right, I am going to use my action to attempt to grab this unknown assailant. So I'm going to do a melee check against their melee defense.
Cool.
So, and the fist kind of just lounges at him to go for a bear hug. Let's see it. That is a 15.
Melee defense?
Yes.
That will not affect them. It comes really close. The bear hug, you get it fully around, you feel confident in it, and then it's just like a little chest bump and you come off of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I've never really seen that happen before. That's the end of his turn.
Nice. Copyright. You are at the wheel. I'll remind you. What are you doing?
Do a barrel roll.
As I'm flying the plane, I'm gonna extended reach one arm to the back and just try and grab that plasma rifle that he's holding. Try and take that
A disarm type beat?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a rule for that. Hold on. I think it's in the extended rules, so mind me while I go to marvel.com/RPG and open the errata.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, my hero. Okay, disarm action requires an action, and it can be used against handheld weapons such as swords and guns, which this is, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, you have trouble because nobody has grabbed them, which would have been really sick synergy if that had worked. Fist, just something to make note of.
Thank you, Mr. God.
I think it's you got it. I think it's just a regular attack, melee attack against melee defense, with trouble in this case. Okay, so the 6 is going to be with trouble in this case because it's the best there. That will not do it. You're too focused on driving, obviously. Your eyes are kind of on the road, blinking back and forth, the water, I should say, and you just kind of whiff past. But you feel someone's hair, maybe. Anything else?
Oh no, that is all I will end the turn.
All right, it is Shield.
If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself sometime and not have big green arms. And I'm on a vicious attacker.
Wow.
Okay. This is with your melee. It has to be a shield attack, presumably. Which I think I lowered. Your melee damage multiplier from 4 to 2 is what it should be because you don't have a sword anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
I'll
remind you of karma points in this moment.
We are rolling very badly.
I'll level with you. This is a hard fight. Cool.
Wait, did it already? I didn't even press the button. Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, well.
Yeah, I think that might have been. Was that Edge or was that Trouble? It was Edge. So you just, yeah, you rolled the same, which is really unlikely on a 1, but it happens.
I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another. Screw it.
I think only 1 karma point per action, unfortunately, good sir.
Okay.
But I respect the gusto.
Alright.
It's okay, it was hard anyway. You still get a fantastic failure, though. What were you trying to do again? Just attack?
Yeah, just like kind of bash him in the forehead. Just.
Okay, so he stumbles
back
back
up.
anyway, but he doesn't take any damage. And he's gonna look at you with that attack. Hold on. Rolling
Please.
this one.
Rough for the toss me off the blade.
He's gonna stare you in the eye, and he's gonna say, "You think you're tough? I've fought in wars you can't even dream of."
Okay, Boomer, we all know about Vietnam.
Vietnam is way before my time. Okay.
Well, we know about World War II.
Annabelle. What is Annabelle doing? Boom. Swap over there. Probably. Who's next? The block, eh? Boom. Okay. Annabelle's gonna take a look at the situation, look at block, and go, I think we're gonna need all the help we can get here. This guy, I've never seen anything like him. But that metal arm seems kind of vulnerable. If you hit that, maybe you'll do a little better. And she's giving you inspiration, which is edge on your next attack on all action checks. Sorry. It is now our unnamed assailant who's gonna step forward again, and then do some shit. He's going to just grab Silver Shield here.
Did he move? Because he originally tried to attack me, but that got interrupted. So I was going to ask if I could use my reaction to use interpose. Is that a thing
You
I can
do that. Yes. You can step in front of it.
Great. Okay, I will do that then.
Cool.
If I can.
So there's a grab that's going out, and it will hit the fist instead. What is your melee defense?
That's going to be 15.
Cool. Wow. Bad roll.
So as the fist sees him try to go for this grab, he's kind of gonna like dash on over there because he has a running speed of 15, and he's gonna put both arms up like in an X and completely parry the grab.
Very nice.
Looks like all that Elden you've been playing paid off, huh?
Well, that's more so Bloodborne than Elden Ring. Bloodborne's about parrying, dummy.
I play Pokemon, okay? I don't know the games you play.
I think that's all of that turn. I think you've totally eaten Cable's turn here, which is pretty
so
good.
So you didn't snatch somebody up.
Nope.
I guess I'm up.
That you are.
Beat his ass.
All right, so I'm gonna use Smash. So I'll pay my 5 focus. You're gonna have to walk me through this one. This seems kind of tricky here, Synchro.
So you
Plus
spend
1.
5 focus. You do plus 5 on whatever your damage that you roll is, just flat. If you want to spend more, it will go up by however much you spend. I think just flat, right? Unless it's 1 to 2. Yeah, so it's half of whatever you spend gets literally just added to your damage.
Okay, so do I add that after I roll or before?
You spend the focus first, and then
Yep.
we'll add it to your roll after.
Cool.
That will hit. That's our first hit. 17. So do I have damage reduction? I do. Okay, let me recalculate and then tell me how much focus you spent, and I'll add that.
I spent 10.
Okay, so 5 extra damage. Plus the original 5 that you already would have done. So you do 19 total damage.
Okay. Perfect.
Okey
I'm just gonna like wind up and just punch him as hard as I can without breaking the plane in two.
Ren is going to probably just do the same thing again. Whirling Frenzy attack here, which is just a melee attack. And will hit for a lot. But less than that. So that's only actually 15 damage. The fist.
All right, I'm going to use my signature attack, the Blazing Fast Fist, named after himself, where he is going to raise his hands up And then all of a sudden, a flurry of blows will essentially be thrown out as he attempts to strike him down. And I think it's just a normal attack that he makes with edge. I'm pretty sure it's just Blazing Fast Fist. Bam! That's 15, and because I have an edge, I can re-roll that 1, right? Okay. That's a 19 to hit.
So you already have edge on this roll from Blazing Fast Fist. And because it's your super extra attack, I think you get edge twice. The only good one would be the middle one.
If I roll the middle one again and get less than 4, do I have to stick with that, or do I get
It will take the 4. It's only kind of good for you.
Okay.
That's a fantastic success. Oh boy.
So in full Kenshiro fashion, he kind of Omayo Moshinderu this guy, and just all of a sudden you just see a huge wave of fists just getting. This guy's getting fisted, for lack of a better terms, and that lack of a marketing director.
All right.
And the fist looks at him and says, "It's time for you to get fisted," as he starts throwing them at him.
We gotta hire you a social media manager.
Roll my damage. I forgot. I'm sorry, Synchro.
I got you. It's actually in that roll.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the math for the damage roll is you just take what you roll in the middle die. You add whatever's in your attack multiplier there, which is +4. I multiplied it by the relevant thing, and I think you get 16 times 2 is 32 damage.
All right.
Pretty cracked. All right. So Cable is like standing there. Oh, jeez. You don't understand what's at stake here.
Then tell us instead of attacking us like a jackass.
Copyright.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still driving the plane, so I'm gonna go for another extended. And if it says that enough, I'm gonna go for another extended reach, and this time, I guess just kind of give him one or another punch at the end there.
Do it up. Make the agility attack, and then I'm gonna make you make another roll for driving while distracted.
That's fair.
Punching while driving.
That's pretty good. That's agility? Damn. Y'all got hits, you know that? Okay, 5 times a number, 8 damage. But you got him. And then for the piloting, make an agility non-combat check.
Gotcha.
17. That's really good. You got a handle on it. There's no fear. You're steady as the day. It feels like you're driving your car into work. Like literally, you're on the way to the talk show. You feel very level-headed.
Bro, just doing this.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Not even looking back.
You go pull this plane over.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of that turn.
Hey, the Quinjet doesn't have an autopilot feature.
Wait, that's a good point.
It does. It doesn't.
Some Quinjets might, but Deadpool stole an old model. Okay. Very cool.
Hey, let's.
14. That will not hit.
Get better. Hold on.
Good luck. Oh, that will hit. But we'll do less.
That's fine. That's fine. I just can't keep on missing. Everybody else is just out here throwing good hands, and I'm just like John Walker.
You do 14. Y'all could notice that the man is starting to look a little winded. He's taking a little bit of a deeper breath after that one. Yeah.
Somebody kick him in the face.
You'll regret that in more ways than one.
Why does he keep threatening me?
Who's next? Annabelle is just gonna do an iconic attack. Step over here behind everyone because her spear has 10 feet range and she can still hit from there. And then make a melee attack, which will miss. Going over too many heads. Cable is going to go for another grab here, I think. This time on the shield again because of foilment last time. And grab is melee check against melee defense. So what is it? Shield's a melee defense, unless anyone is stepping in between it again.
12.
Ooh, I'm letting him eat that one because he was making fun of me.
Damn it! Wait, that's the wrong person. Never mind. That doesn't count. That was Ren. My bad. That's better.
Pretty good throw
Okay.
off the plane, y'all. See y'all.
I mean, luckily you're inside the plane. But what is gonna happen is Cable's gonna grab you and then with his reaction teleport outside on top of the plane.
Oh.
So now they're up,
Hello.
and everyone else is not. Block,
Shield! Where did he go?
Would we feel that? Like them just landing on the roof of the plane?
I think so, right?
Okay.
I feel like it'd feel similar to when you felt that first turbulence, right?
I don't think any of us did we?
Yeah,
Nope.
I
That's
think
true,
it
but at
was
this point-
Copywrite.
Okay.
We could make another vigilance or logic, but this one will be a little bit easier.
Okay. Do you want that all now, or do you want Block to go first because it's his turn?
Everyone can make
For
a
the
vigilance
village.
and logic. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. That's my boy. I'm gonna give myself a karma point for this vigilance roll. Let me see. I'm gonna reroll one of the twos. Ugh.
The middle one's better, yeah. Okay.
Oy.
You guys are rank 2, correct? On your way to rank 3?
Yes.
Cool. I think you all succeed anyway.
Nice.
It's kind of simple. Like, you felt what that original Cable landing inside of the plane felt like. To feel like his boots were landing on top, you can put that together. And you also know that, like, in the hangar, there's a way to open the doors, and you'll be able to get up there. No problem. You just probably would take all of your move speed.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna use my turn then to actually do that. So, which one am I looking at? Sorry, the run speed, jump speed, climb.
So it's going to be a little bit of combination of everything, but I think it would take all of your speed to just get up on top, and then you'd be able to do an action up there.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know the actual math, right? Like, the hangar is probably, like, a little bit of movement, and then you jump, so that's all of your jump, and then you're outside, is what I would call it, right?
Sure. Totally fine with that. I mean, I'm good just with my turn gets me on top of the roof. I'm not.
Do you have any ranged anything? Because that's the only thing you could really do. Unless you want to grow. I mean, of course, there's that option.
Let me.
And weigh the whole plane down.
My crushing grip is 10 feet. Some of them have 10 feet. Some of them.
I think your base reach is
Don't.
10 because you're big. But yeah, you could if you get within 10 feet, which I think you are right now, looking at the map, you could grab from that distance because your arms are just that beefy.
Okay, let me figure out which one I want to do. Sorry, and it's shield that's being grabbed right now.
Yes,
Oh,
currently.
That's some crazy collateral.
Remember, shield, you also have a reaction to try and escape, which you could do now.
All right, now.
Please, for the love of God, do it.
Ooh.
Because if I hit this man, he's flying.
Yeah, so make a melee check. Just a score in combat roll type deal. Melee defense? Very close, my friend, but you're struggling, and he's holding you up, and your legs are just kind of kicking.
Oh shit. Okay, can I do crushing grip then on both of them and just get them both?
How does grabbing a grabber work? That's a great question. I think the way that attacks work against someone who is grabbed like this is it's either you roll with trouble because it's hard to grab just the one person that you're trying to like attack, or you can roll with edge and the target is determined by a 50-50. So it's up to you.
Ooh. Okay, I love gambling. Let's do the second one. Let's roll with edge.
Okay. Let me double check that as a 50-50 and not like the person that's less strong. Because,
No worries.
no offense, shield.
I'm gonna go.
If the result is high enough to hit one of the targets but not the other, it hits that person. And if it's high enough to hit both, then it's random.
Okay, I still want to do it. I'm going for
Gamble. Gamble.
Yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead.
it. Yeah,
I'm
I'm going
Melee
for
check
it.
with edge.
We'll,
Good
we'll
luck.
put them together. We'll put them back. RoboCop exists in this universe. Maybe.
Edge on the middle one. That's good. Oof.
What the fuck?
What's
go ahead,
your melee defense? Shield?
14. Oh,
Shield?
sorry.
12.
Okay. Good news. It is high enough to hit both of them. So that means we determine by a 1d4, and 1 and 2 means that it hits shield, and 3 and 4 means that it hit cable with your grab.
Okay, let's do it.
And what happens if you grab shield? Are you both grabbing him? I think so, right? And you'd like pull him apart like a
We're gonna
like a
yeah, we're
wishbone.
gonna
It's
Cool.
cool. I'm making another character now.
Turn them into pieces.
Okay. 1 and 2 is shield. I think that's what I said. Here we go. There it is.
Oh.
Oh, well,
That's beautiful.
It had to happen.
Mm-hmm. I think that's your turn.
That certainly is. Yeah.
Cool.
You guys are terrible teammates.
Yeah, now you have to escape from 2 grabs, unless you do have a reaction to just let go.
No, I'm holding on for dear life.
Understood.
Oh, block.
Can't have my friend like that. My comrade.
Cool. Before your turn is over, I do need a roll from you to see if you can stay on top of the plane.
Oh,
Okay.
God. We lost the block.
Oh shit.
Take
Okay,
take shield down with you.
which one is that?
I think that could be agility or raw strength, depending on how you flavor it. So it's up to you.
And so it's non-combat melee then, correct?
Yeah, non-combat's probably fair in this situation, I guess. You're technically in combat, but it's not like a combat action. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
Cool.
You should be hopefully fine.
Imagine if someone gets blown away. Holy shit. Copyright,
How-
get up here.
Yeah, Copywrite, how fast are you driving right now is my question.
Oh, that's a really good question. I
Bro's pushing it. He
I
pushing
have to. I
He's about
have
to
to
say Mach
assume.
2 right now.
I have to assume we've slowed it down in the past couple minutes.
That's fair. Okay, I'll put you at like half move speed, which is your full move speed is like 36 spaces, so like 20, 25, somewhere in there.
That's
Cool.
good.
Cool. This will succeed in that case. If you were going full speed, might not have, for the record. Oh, good.
All right, who's coming up? Take your chances.
Yeah. I think Ren is actually just going to hang outside the door of the hangar, but stay down there and use her like long fingernails to do a melee attack because she doesn't need to go up there. So she cannot make those checks by staying down here, which is better for her. So melee attack, fail. Move on. Fist.
All right. I didn't want to debut my power here, but I look around and say the shield needs my help to whoever's in here, if anyone's left.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use my action to use the power phase self as he puts his hands together and begin to go back and forth very quickly to vibrate himself through the top of the Quinjet and try to interpose in between the two of them as he jumps up.
That's cool.
I almost
Okay,
got
2.
blown off, and you're doing this shit.
I need to give 2 people karma points for just doing baller shit today. I think Copyright for the like, I'm not even looking and I'm gonna punch you in the face while I'm driving like a fucking G. That's a karma point. So go up 1, even if you're already at 4, go to 5. I don't care. And Bri, take a karma point as well for having like a literal Flash origin story moment there. That's cool.
Bro, it's the Hulk. Oh my god.
It's pretty dope.
Hulk Pride is in the house, boys.
Does that take your action?
So again,
It does.
that is an action to use phase self, but he uses all his movements to jump up and go up to the top. So I imagine he is right next to Shield and Cable.
Yeah. I think you can use your reaction to help with another escape.
Then and I would do that reaction. And he's going to say, "Shield, you need to break free now. I'm being serious." As you can see, I debuted a new power of mine.
I would appreciate some powers myself.
You got a shield and a shotgun, bro.
You are an
yeah, I
American
think you
with
can
a
make-
gun in your hand. Use
Sure.
your second or freaking rights, sir.
His brother has a metal arm, okay? What am I gonna do with that? And I can't reach my gun.
You already used a reaction, but because of the help action, usually that would give you edge on your next, so you can hold it until then, so you get the advantage. Or you can roll another one now flat. I'll leave it up to you. Your turn is coming right up.
We can wait. Yep.
Cool. Copywrite.
How many feet would you say it would be to go out to stretch an arm out through the back and
Like
then
the window?
circle around? Oh, can I open that window up here?
I think, you know, I don't know how this Quinjet is kind of like raggedy and thrown together, and I'll remind you that there are weapons like strapped to the outside of it that you could possibly use in this situation. But also, if you want to just like kind of roll the window down in Deadpool's fucking Quinjet, I think he just has one of those knobs there that opens the window for some stupid fucking reason, and you could totally do that. Yeah, so the Deadpool Quinjet has suppressive fire shots, which I think are like distractive. It has headshot, which is a trouble shot, which would like do a lot of damage and possibly stun if hit, but it's hard to actually land it. And then sniping is for people at a distance, which I don't think applies here.
The first one was suppressive fire, you said, to distract?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
suppressive
for
fire.
that.
Okie
In the-
dokie, that
not
is an
like-
agility attack against vigilance
Okay.
defense. And what that does is any damage taken is applied to the target's focus. So I'm actually wrong. It actually just does focus damage. And then if they take focus damage, they are stunned for 1 round. So this is pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. So you kind of like press a button that fires a bunch of guns that are up there on the roof. And like they're all kind of probably on whatever these like big engines are. So they just like turn from pointing forward to pointing inwards and then put bullets through the roof of the Quinjet.
That's great.
But unfortunately that will miss.
Not great.
Shield.
All right.
You can do it, buddy.
Oh, wait,
Mhm.
no.
With edge, melee check. Ooh!
Edge that too. Edge that
Yep.
too.
Oh. Oh.
Wow, you suck.
Do you have karma left? Because I think you can stack
No.
edge and karma. No. What do I make this fantastic failure do then? What happens is you're kicking your legs more, right? And you kick Cable right in the fucking nuts, so you have edge on your next reaction to escape again.
At this point, me and
Okay.
him are just best friends, man. Just hugging.
It's true. Annabelle is going to go ahead and probably just... Let me see. Does she have anything that can seriously help you? Not really. And any attack is just going to hit you, probably. I think her turn is going to be giving inspiration to the block again to try and help. Silver Shield, she'll just turn to block and be like, "You're big and tough. Get that fucking guy out of here." And then it's going to be Cable's turn. And I'm going to call for like a 5-minute break, probably. I got to go to the bathroom and stuff. So everybody take a moment, maybe strategize if you want. Do your thing.
Slip, I got a game plan here. You ready?
All right, what's up?
All right. Do you think Synchro will allow me, by using what I have holding on to make a throwing motion with your body for a fastball special?
If you end up throwing him, I can also try to catch him too. We don't have to worry too much about the shield because I'm
Well,
there too.
if I'm holding him and he's holding,
You
him,
can
I can
throw
still
me-
kind of like push.
Yeah, you can throw
Sure.
me 2 fists.
Into him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Throw you into.
Let's do it.
All right, we're game.
Okay.
We have a master
back-
plan. We're about to debut Synchro. I hope you're ready.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Okay. Whose turn is it actually?
It's Cable's turn, unfortunately. Things might go awry,
Oh.
but we'll see.
Fucker.
You're still holding on to shield, correct? That's what we
Correct.
left off on that.
Correct.
Okay. Interesting. What do I do about that? So Cable, Cable, I would say, would look at Shield in his grasp and be like, I can't really do what I wanted to do here. So I think Cable's just gonna let go
Oh.
with his reaction and then take a different action. First things first, actually, I'm gonna step away. Cable runs over, uses this to get a footing. I'm gonna make that same roll that I made for you guys to see if you can stay on top of the plane while it's moving. But it's not going that fast.
Imagine Cable gets blown off.
That'd be so funny. Unfortunately not. And then we're gonna do a plasma rifle energy blast type deal, elemental type shot, which is a ranged attack, I want to say. Let's take a look. Ranged attack against an enemy in line of sight. Attack is a success. It inflicts regular damage. I think it's gonna be the block because biggest target. Agility attack. It's a fantastic success. Oh wait, no, you're holding shield still, right? How does that work
Correct.
with?
Am I using him as a live up to your
Does this-
namesake?
Does this also hit? Yeah, shield. Presumably, what is your agility defense?
11.
And what is blocks?
Oh man.
Mine's 9.
Okay, so we'll do the same. He's gonna take edge on the attack, and then we're gonna 50-50 to see who it hits.
It's going to be shield.
That's a big number.
Shit, that's a huge number. Actually, it's probably better if it's me than Shield. I'm not volunteering though.
Okay. 1 and 2 is shield again, and then 3 and 4 is block.
Where?
1 and 2.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Do you have any damage reduction shield?
2.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah, because that was 80% of my 92% of my health.
Yeah. So it's only 36 plus 5, which is 41.
That's still a lot.
It sure
Still
is.
a lot.
It's not a low amount of damage. I actually, because you were being held by Cable, I also need a resilience check from Shield. This is something I forgot about.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad I sent that DM there.
Mm-hmm. You pass. It is the block's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move so I can get within 10 feet of Cable. So how far am I right now? Oh, I'm not too far. So I think I just moved like 2 blocks, like here. Does that make sense? All good.
You need one more.
One more. Okay.
That'll do you.
All right. Cool.
You asked me, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna use a reaction to let go of you.
Cool.
No.
It might be best if I let go of you, man.
No.
Otherwise,
Do it.
Are you actually- are you serious?
Continue it.
Oh fuck, never mind. Okay, I'm actually not gonna let go of him, and we're gonna fastball special him.
We're
So I'm
throwing.
We're throwing. I'm winding
Okay.
up, and I'm throwing the shield right at Cable as hard as I can.
Okie dokie.
Oh fuck.
I think you can throw him because he's one size smaller than you. So you can throw him 5 feet. That's beautiful. Where's the measuring tool? God damn it. Oh, I had it. Yeah. 5 spaces, sorry, which is 25 feet. So you got more than enough. It is double damage if you regularly succeed, and then triple damage if you fantastic. That's what fastball does. Okay. So make just the shield bash, and we'll see what happens.
And that is
Damn. 14? Melee defense does not hit here. But you do get close to him. That's cool. Boop.
Am I still also able to use a action as well? Because fastball is a reaction.
That's shield's reaction, your action to throw. But you have a different reaction you could use. Like you could give help. Which I actually, if you give help on this attack, then you give shield edge here, which is pretty good.
Oh, like this
Yes.
one? Okay, I probably should. So let's do that. Please re-roll that one. Oh god.
Yes. Good reaction callouts here. That's gonna do it. Okay, so you do 14. This is reduced, but it does still do damage, thankfully.
You're now you're within like arm's length, so he's just gonna strangle you and kill you. So I'm so sorry.
Listen, avenge me. We're the Avengers now at this point. The Revengers.
Okay. Ren is up. Ren is gonna do her little finger attack again out the door. And I have to actually roll Annabelle's like stay on top of the thing check, which I forgot about because she went up there. So she would do this, and she would fail and fall. The Ren is in the water.
Oh.
Beautiful. Do I have to roll damage for that? How does that work? How far was that? Whoop. 45 feet. We're going medium speed. So I'm going to say that hitting the soft, wonderful, like water will do like one damage reduction of the fall damage here. One for every 3 spaces fallen. So that would have been, I don't know, 8 spaces more or less. So it'd actually just be a damage multiplier 1 in this case. I'll just roll a d6. We'll see what that damage is. 2 times 1 is 2, so 2 damage. Not bad. But a little scrape from falling off the Quinjet.
Oh, do you want me to do a roll for that as well? Sorry.
Yes, you should. Thank you.
Okay.
My bad.
So
That's top of turn type deal.
Yeah, no worries.
You are great. Ren's gonna do the same thing here. Almost rolled in the wrong character sheet again. Anyway, for her. These are bad rolls! Like, wow, that's a fail on a trivial. Like, geez. Anyway. Whoops, same thing. Roll the d6. That's a bit more damage, but it's still only 5. Cool. The 2 teammates off the boat. I think Ren would use her reaction to try and grab onto the Quinjet with her nails because she has the coolness like that. And then I think Annabelle's reaction would be to grab onto Ren while falling to see if they can both stay. So I'm going to just do some quick little NPC rolls, which is probably just a melee for Ren. She's got her bearings back on the thing. Does Annabelle stay with her? Absolutely. Okay, so they're tied to each other down here, almost like skiing on the back of the Quinjet. Like water skiing, but without the skis, so it doesn't look very pleasant. Fist.
Okay, the fist is going to look over at the shield, and he's still being held by the block, right? But not Cable anymore, right?
The shield was thrown, so no holding at all.
So Cable's standing by himself, right?
Yes.
and he looks over to the shield and he says, "This reminds me of our time in Brazil." And he's going to look back over at Cable, and he's going to run at him full speed with an intent to tackle him off the Quinjet and into the water.
Nice.
Full on edge spear.
Beauty. It's up to you if you want to tackle and commit to going with. I think I'd give you edge on a melee attack.
He's going with him.
Okay, but the rules as written for that essentially are that you just do like a regular attack to do knockback damage, and then I'll just give you the edge to get extra, and then you're going with, essentially, so you commit.
I will spend a karma point for this as well.
Okay, so double edge, make just a melee attack.
Let's see.
Oh boy, that's big. I need the knockback rules.
Ooh boy. In shield for your sake in Brazil, nothing happened in Brazil. You got all you did in Brazil was you guys caught a cab and went somewhere. He's just being overly dramatic. You've seen that stupid look on his face before, though. Going to Taco Bell at 3 in the morning and risking it for the biscuit.
Oh, damn. Okay, so it says you need a fantastic success to actually change it to knockback, but because you called the shot of doing the tackle, I think it's fine in this case. For every damage multiplier you have, the victim is knocked directly backward 5 spaces. So what is your damage multiplier on this?
That should be +4 or times 3.
Times 3, reduced by 1 by Cable, so it's actually 2. But that's still 10 spaces. That's pretty good. So I think you almost go off the screen. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so fist. You run up, tackle. I'm gonna grab you both. 10 spaces this way. Holy, it's as far as I can go. I'm just gonna put you in the corner.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else?
Just Roman Reigns, the guy off.
I think that's most of your turn.
Hang on, let me see if there's any reaction I can take.
Hanging.
I was gonna just fly.
It would be really funny if he could just fly. No, he can't.
That would be cool.
Let me see. I use all my movement.
Mm-hmm.
That's my turn. Yeah, I got nothing else.
Cool. For getting within physical contact of Cable, I also need a resilience check.
All right. Non-combat or combat, they're both the same, 2 and 2.
Cool.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Ooh, that's juicy. Okay. All right.
Oh, buddy.
Okay. Man, that's fun. So you feel, as you grab him and leap, you feel something crawl up your arms almost. And there's like a flash of silver, I would say, crawl up from one of your veins, and we'll handle the rest of that later.
And as that's happening, I will say, I'll show you who's the true silver hand around here.
Damn. That's cool. Okay. And as I think you're both tumbling into the water, Cable would yell, "You don't know the havoc you'll wreak! New Howling Commandos!" Splash. Copyright.
I definitely don't think I can reach the fist. Oh no, I don't think I can reach them either. I mean, I guess we gotta. Can we do a Yui? Can I turn the plane around?
You can turn the plane around.
Okay, well we gotta turn the plane around. We gotta do. Yeah, we'll head in the direction that we saw Fist fall.
You skirt. You turn around. You go back. I'm gonna actually take us out of initiative order because I think, unless you're trying to like really hang on to Cable, Fist.
No, he kind of just tackled them both into the ocean, and he would have let go. He's not trying to like both or drown both of them.
You come to the surface. You see probably Ren and Annabelle in the water over there, but you don't see Cable anywhere. And you would probably just be chill to just go wrangle everyone up, and we can call initiative order there. I'll wrangle everybody back to the ship.
Yay.
Not you. Get out of here.
You want some more, old man?
We're trying to get it back.
And you are free to continue on your way to Madripoor, I suppose.
Before we all just silver-armed guy from the future. Surely he wasn't me from the future, right? Like, I love my last name, but I don't think I'd give myself a silver hand.
Why not?
Something green. And then
Yeah.
It would be weird. Do you think I should give myself a silver hand?
Do you
That
know
would be pretty funny.
there was a Power Ranger that went from being red to blue? You're saying you can't go from green to silver?
I was more of a common rider kind of person. Sorry.
Okay.
So really, guys, was he the responsible for the disappearing mercenaries? I mean, he was kind of badass. Before we talk about serious stuff, what was going on with you, Shield? Yeah, I'm putting your job performance out on you.
Let's VOD review that combat. You did shit.
Bro, my stomach hurt, okay? I got crushed by not one, but two people. And you got the nerve to bring this to me right now?
Tummy aches are a real thing.
I'm just saying, I debuted one of my secret techniques to try to save you.
No, I can't even. I believe you didn't even use that shotgun one time. It just kind of looked nice. That's Ram.
But now what? You know,
Don't you need arms for a shotgun? Don't you need the use of your hands for a shotgun? I'm the only person here with no powers. I can't psychic it up. Okay? I'm not Jean Grey or nothing. How was I supposed to do that? Bro had me hugging like my elbows hurt. Y'all got hit. Why did I agree to this shit, bro?
You've one run with some guy with a silver arm, and now you're questioning what you're doing? You don't seem any worse for wear. You're fine.
While we're criticizing the negative,
One of the other people that. Where's the med bay at, bro? I gotta go. I'm finna go get some type of something, Band-Aid or something. Jesus. Oh yeah, before I forget, nice flying, Copywrite.
Yeah, thank you. I was hoping someone would notice.
I was actually going to comment and say the flying was impressive. You know, we're dealing with some super badass from the future, apparently.
I appreciate that. All things considered, we did pretty well.
Just saying, nobody else, nobody called him before he caught me up off guard. Not a single person seen him. That man was like 7 foot tall with a metal arm, and only time y'all seen him is when he was up in my grill.
I tried.
I appreciate you. I seen that. See that long ass arm, and I was like, I knew that was you. At this point, I done walked to the med bay.
I will accompany you as a bodyguard.
All right. So the way that healing works is for every hour that you are able to rest, you heal equal to your rank. In this case, it's 2. So I think if you sleep, you would regain lost health and focus equal to your rank every hour. You regain double your rank, I guess. Your rank times 2 times the amount of hours that you spent. That makes sense. So I think we double it again because you're in a med bay, and that feels right. And I'll say you've got like 4 hours on this flight to kill because it's not, you're going across the ocean, man. But I don't think anyone else took damage, and if they did, I'll just put them to full because the math doesn't matter. But for you, you should do the math, which is in this case just 2 times 4 times 2 times 2. That might heal you to full. I don't know.
I doubt it.
It's off the dome. It's kind of a lot of multiplying going on.
It is, and I'm not.
Boom. Ren and Annabelle heal their little. They both put band-aids on each other essentially, and they're back up to full. Anyone else doing anything on the flight? Anyone playing any cool Switch games, anything like that?
I think I'm just gonna rest, maybe close my eyes, kind of, catch some Z's.
I'm still flying.
Mm-hmm.
Godspeed.
I got one eye looking forward, and the other one every once in a while does like a
Ew.
360 back to just check on everyone back there.
Thanks, I hate it.
All right, I'm gonna go sit up in the cockpit room, kind of chill.
Nice.
Nice.
I will join the Shield and Copywrite out of fear of the Shield's life, because he is a Victorian era child in terms of combat.
Hey, Copywrite, could you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
You toss him out the plane.
I don't believe he needs to toss me out. I tackled the future man from the top of the plane into the ocean myself.
I think we should have left.
I appreciate that you did.
If he had his way, we would have, but luckily.
So, Mr. Captain America.
Oh, here we go.
Why them?
They're awesome. What do you mean? Why not
A
them?
lot of other heroes that you. No, Iron Man's pretty old. Iron Man.
He's a drunk.
That too, but we don't. That's we don't tease it. I will talk shit about him because previous weapon. Either you do it or you don't. Don't punk out it. Don't be weapons dealers. Stay well weapons dealers. You know? What about that Doctor Strange guy?
Seems like a good dude. I will trust both Captain Americas a million times more than I trust Doctor Strange. However,
Palpable tension.
I think you two could just order yourself some food and just squash it out.
Where?
that's
Where we gonna get some
great.
food at, bro? Huh? You think we can get this drive-through?
I mean, the X-Men probably do it all the time since you're being smart.
I feel like they just use Beast to go over there and do it. He used to be juggling. I could just see him juggling orders or whatnot in bags.
No, we're talking about our favorite heroes. Nobody asked me who my favorite hero is.
Who's your favorite hero?
You know, nobody's ever really asked me the question before. I have to really think about it. I don't want to think too hard about it, though, because sometimes it makes my brain hurt. But that black fella, I like that guy. I don't know if he's a hero, but he's pretty cool in my book.
I'd like you to clarify that. I mean, there's a lot of black fellows in our line of work.
Block! I said the block.
Oh, dude.
You said the block?
Oh,
I
is
thought
that-
you said the black fellow.
That's why I was like, wait, huh?
That's why I was taking a second. I was like, there's a clarifying statement coming. Like, this man's just like, yeah, that black guy. I'm like, what?
Oh, okay. It must have been a terrible accent. About the block fellow.
Oh, shit. I did not.
The black fellow. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
I was wondering where this was going all of a sudden.
It felt so out of character. We were all just like, huh?
I was looking over at my refrigerator like, okay, there's two of them over there right now. I wonder which one he gonna say.
No. I'm sorry. This is not a clan meeting, you guys. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm sweating. Oh my god.
If I said black, I meant to say block. I'm sorry.
I gotta see the clip of all of our faces lined up.
Time ruler space. I was like, wait a second. Oh no.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. I
That's
forgot.
fucking funny.
Oh my god. There's a difference in one letter, guys.
Oh, that's jokes. Jokes.
That was beautiful.
Look, redact that because the fist is not a prejudiced person. Back
Wow.
in character. If I had to choose a favorite hero, it's the block. The block.
Okay.
That block fellow.
That makes more sense.
I mean, you know, if I cared about heroes, I feel like that Blue Marvel guy.
Mm.
Who?
You know Blue Marvel, man? Even I know Blue Marvel, bro. You don't know Blue Marvel?
I had him on the show once. Really nice guy.
So you have his number.
Maybe.
I'm about to go hang out with him.
Anyone else have superhero connections? Is that just copyright?
I got
I think-
criminal connections.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Is it superhero connections you have?
I don't think I have superhero connections.
No, I was wrong.
I have famous.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
that's,
that's in part superhero connections, but not all of them, I suppose.
I have connections, but I've never clarified where my connections are.
Mm-hmm. Copyright's connections are like surface level connections, you know?
we could say that.
This makes sense. Cool. Okay. Anybody have any other out-of-pocket shit to say before we land in Madripoor?
I'm sorry.
It's all good. That was amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Ryan, would you like to clarify what kind of connections you have again? Sorry.
Let me double check. The black ones?
They don't start with K, right?
Gosh.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
We
Forget
landed Madripoor.
Microphone.
I'm gonna need a landing roll from Copyright while we land in Madripoor.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
okay.
agility.
Okay.
Oh, we're fine. We're fine.
You got this. Presumably you would have slowed down to land, obviously.
I would hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe not the most beautiful landing you've ever seen, but for somebody's first landing, this is really good.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Cool.
Love that for us.
Heavy-handed on the landing, but you did pretty good, man.
Thank you.
Boom. Do you see this map slit?
Oh,
Yes.
snap.
Great.
Oh.
Beautiful.
So disclaimer. Boop. This is art that is not real art. This is generated art. But it's just a backdrop for Madripoor in general. To get the vibe of the city, it's very neon. It's very bright. You probably pick just like an empty, abandoned parking lot, like the top of an abandoned parking lot building to park on or something. And like the whole building kind of rustles a little bit as you land and the dust settles, but you get out no problem. And you make it down to the bottom floor of Madripoor. You step out into the raining neon city streets. And you look around at all the people walking, hoods up, kind of walking like they're going places, like they're walking too fast to like even take in the scenery of what's going on around them. And then suddenly, a bunch of people in hoods break out into song and dance. And I'm not fucking kidding.
May I join them?
Absolutely. Anyone who wants to break out into song and dance, what kind of role the hell should that be? Probably agility. Yeah, agility feels right. Non-combat.
Oh God.
I kind of want to jiggle. Why not?
Hell yeah.
We're in Madripoor, and it may have been canceled.
Shield not singing and dancing, presumably?
No.
It's been
Cool.
through a lot.
Yeah, I get that. So like you kind of like sadly and dejectedly follow along this conga line as they move through the rainy streets, and it's just a very beautiful picture of everyone else having a great time, and she'll just be like, man. And the conga line keeps going, and they're just kind of like, yeah, we're singing. This is Madripoor. Welcome to Madripoor. This is like your musical intro. Exactly.
Madripoor. Madripoor.
I really feel like we're in some type of Disney production right now.
Madripoor.
Every once in a while, as you're congaing through the streets, especially Shield, because you're not as like into the dancing, you catch like just glimpses of like eyes from like the rooftops and stuff. Like you get the vibe that you're being watched. It's not subtle at all, no real necessary. You all kind of pick up on it, even though you're all kind of distracted. Nothing comes of it. They don't approach you or anything like that. And eventually, the conga line will reach like a van that is set up in the middle of the road. It's like neon green, super bright, spray painted, and the whole conga line will go. What will they say? The song will like crescendo, and they'll go, Magdela, Barbatos, Bombifica's van, and then they'll all disperse, and they're just gone suddenly. And then a woman steps out of the van and introduces herself as Magdela Barbatos Bombifica. And this is real art that's done by a real good artist.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Dope.
You said she introduces herself.
Yes.
Oh, well, my name is LeBlanc.
Beef. Hi. I'm bad at this.
It's Bombifica, by the way.
Bombifica.
Magdela Barbatos Bombifica, at your service. I am an old associate of Lady Bears. We go way back. I suit him up. He goes out on missions. It's the whole thing. We do it every time he's in town.
Sorry, you said suit him up, like...
Like I give him suits, I give him clothes, I give him little disguises that disguise how disgusting his face is from time to time.
Do you know any safe houses that he might have that he has like local currency in?
Interesting question. What do you need local currency for, my friend?
He owes me money.
Oh. You know? Wade, he doesn't stay too long, and when he does stay, he usually crashes on my couch. And you can roll, I guess, ego to try and tell if she's telling you the truth or not. It feels genuine.
I'm never getting that money, man.
Not from here, likely, my friend. I apologize.
It's okay. It's
But
not
what
your
I do
fault.
have, I do have clothes for you if you would like to disguise yourself. I hear Deadpool Wadey Bear tells me that you are going to some sort of mercenary bloodbath event where they will be killing each other. You could blend in, look like maybe not your super selves, kind of blend into the mercenary crowd. Try and look like just some innocent bystander. It's up to you guys. I have much clothes. And then she'll like open the van doors, and there are 3 different racks full of different disguises and stuff that I will send you the details on. I gotta take pictures.
What is your
never mind,
angle in
actually
all
gotta
of
get-
this?
What is my angle, you ask? I like to play dress up. I like to have fun, and I like to help people when they need it, you know? I'm one of few associates of Mr. Wade that is still around and kicking, and we just hang out, and eventually he'll pay us. We know this. He helps us get by, and life is never boring.
Everybody has their vices in life, I suppose.
I added to the description of Magdela Barbatos Bombifica's handout. So if you scroll down, it should say the artist that did the art, and then it should show what's on racks 1, 2, and 3. And you can just tell me what you take, as long as you don't all take the same things. Dress up however you want.
Nice.
I'm taking an eye patch, a Thanos was right shirt, and a pirate hat.
Beautiful combo. I'm gonna make a note that the fist is dressed as a Thanos pirate.
And a flowing blonde wig to be Doc Samson as well.
Cool.
Carrie, forget what Brad got, so let me know if I pick something. If I want the nose, the sunglasses, and the tiara.
Oh, the long prosthetic nose?
Yeah.
Long fake nose, tiara. What else? Was the third thing?
The reflective sunglasses.
Cool. You have a whole notes section on your sheets if you want to just make note of the
Yes.
things you take too. Feel free. I'm doing it too, but better if you know, so we all know.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the tight T-shirt, and I'm gonna finish it off with the tuxedo.
Oh,
Oh, what a pick.
With shorts instead of pants. I think you can find the tuxedo pants if you try hard enough. Copyright.
great. Okay. Are any shirts left?
Not on the thing, but I think if you dig hard enough, you'd probably be able to find like miscellaneously colored shirts.
Okay.
Maybe if you dig really deep, there's a shirt with your face on it from back in the day. But like, I don't know how like in disguise that is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's too late. That's fun. I want to take the shirt with my face on it, and if those tux pants are in there somewhere.
Yep.
And then
For sure.
can I also, as like we're all getting dressed, can I use disguise and just like morph my whole face into just a new, just like a boring looking every just a guy you'd see.
Cool. Yeah, you just pick a random guy
Just
walking the
like,
street.
yeah, just like a random guy.
Generic face. Gotcha. Generic face from disguise. Does that have a duration? Permanent. Sweet. You're so cool.
Oh shucks.
And then his own face on shirt. Real though. You all come out, and I would say that the lady here, Magdela, Barbatos, Bombifica, would turn back to you and say, "You all look splendid, my dears. Deadpool did not leave you high and dry, I promise. There is food waiting for you and a helicopter that will bring you to where you need to go so that you are not fighting on empty stomach. Yes, allow me to show you the way." And then she'd probably just drive you, and if you guys have any last questions for her, this is the time.
So is there anybody that you know that has like kind of disappeared, or anybody you work with, or somebody that you and Deadpool work with that have disappeared?
Unfortunately, most of the new disappearances are new people on the block to the mercenary game, so anyone that we know is usually a bit more qualified and does not go missing. But nobody that we know has really had any run-ins. It's been pretty targeted specifically towards the new and meek.
That means I'm in danger. I shouldn't be here.
No, you're not in danger when you're by my side. You're okay. You saw what happened when I fisted Cable. I'll fist anybody that we need to fist.
So you gonna keep using like that, huh?
I don't understand what you mean. That's what I did to the guy.
You know what you gonna keep on. So you fisted Cable. That's what we're working with.
Minor
That's
player.
what
I
we're
don't
gonna tell
think you guys technically know his name, but
Oh,
out of character,
shit.
we all
Sorry,
know.
the future guy. The future guy.
Mhm.
So when I fisted the future guy, I'm just saying.
So that's
When
like,
the block fights someone, he probably says he blocked them, and then he blocks them all over the place, right? I look over to the block.
yeah, but he can block, unlike Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I just one question. When you fist someone, do you go here, all the way here? Like, what's the logistics of how far you actually fist someone?
Well, when you're talking about being the fist, or when you're getting fisted by the fist, it's several punches simultaneously.
Gotcha. Okay, so you never go up to the elbow, is what you're saying.
Well, I don't really need to go up to the elbow. When fighting, you use your knuckles, and more so than anything, the fist. Part of the brand.
Hey, Fist,
Right.
do me a favor. You got your phone on you?
I do have my phone on me.
Go ahead and look up fisting and go in Google.
It's
I want you to see if there's any copyright for it.
I don't think. And I look over to copyright.
Not that copyright.
Oh. I was like, I haven't fisted copyright.
Hopefully we can keep it that way.
And he's going to look up on his phone, and you will see a look of absolute horror fall upon this man's face as he comes to a sudden realization and says, "I need a new catchphrase."
Honey, I think it's
falls out of his
beautiful. It's so descriptive of what you are doing to them when you fist them. I think it's wondrous.
And I look over to Shield and I say, "You haven't told me to change this all this time."
Been trying, man.
Some people really like it. They think it's a really romantic gesture. So you can still keep it.
What have I been doing to people?
Fisting them.
You should be who you are, darling.
And he's just gonna put a hand to his face palm. Maybe I need to pick up a gun.
I got one. You want it? I got one.
No, no, I see why Hulk says smash.
You can say oh wait, no, you can't say clobber because I think the thing.
Trademarked.
It's true. It's copyrighted.
We're just gonna call it getting turned into the past tense, okay?
I feel like
You
there's
could
other.
say pummeled. What if you're gonna be like, I'm
Pummeled.
gonna pummel you? Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. This has been an awful night, and it's not even because we fought the feature man.
I'm just saying, you should always go by the rule 34.
I don't even know what that is.
Neither did I.
I need to be behind bars.
You get to the helicopter. It's full of like chimichangas and snacks and sustenance, like various sustenance. If you had any allergies, Deadpool would have like begrudgingly been like, okay, I guess that's fine, and then bent a knee to whatever those needs are. So everyone is fed.
Yeah.
And then the helicopter will take you to a helicarrier.
And I'm still just maintaining a pensive thought, stare off into space.
Noted.
I've seen some things.
Yes. Okay, so you guys would probably come out over here up by concessions. So I'm gonna put you all there.
I love concessions.
This is a massive map. Feel free to look around at your own pace here. Do your thing. Let me know if there's anything you want to interact with. To set the scene a little bit, you're inside like a just massive helicarrier. There is a massive pit in the center of the landing platform of the helicarrier where like most of the things would have like parked. And it's got a bunch of barbed wire encircling it. There's a couple of tough as nails combatants in there right now duking it out.
Ooh.
And a bunch of people around watching.
I 100% am gonna walk towards the fighting.
Cool.
I will follow.
Follow me.
I
You
shall.
went into the ring.
Oh.
Oh no.
I moved you out, unless you actually want to go in there.
Not right now. But
Cool.
you know I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming no one's in there right now, right? Unless you meant to put someone in
There are a couple of people. It is true.
Okay.
They are just generic looking mercs, to be honest, though. They don't look too special. But if you want to like try and gauge who you might talk to get into the ring, you could roll me like vigilance or logic.
Okay. Let me do that. Why not?
I'm gonna go walk over to the concessions and grab
Terrible.
That's bad.
I might as well talk to nobody. Social outcast. Unreal.
Fist, you're able to pick
Yes.
this man out of the crowd. He's wearing a very bright pair of leopard skin pants, and he's got no shirt on, and he's got a feather boa around his neck, and he's wearing a no hat, but he sticks out, and he's got a cane, and he's like pointing at the combat, and he's like, yes, fight like that, it's good when you fight like that. He's having fun.
Yeah, it's probably the guy that's running this place. At least this little fight arena. Is anybody planning on fighting tonight? Today?
I am.
Everybody besides Shield. I'm kidding, Shield.
You see me kind of walk back over with like a handful of bunch of stuff. I'm just sitting here like, ooh. Who cares, bro? I don't care. Okay? I don't care.
No,
Right
I
now.
care.
He
Listen.
doesn't care.
I got corn dogs over here. I got barbecue chicken, popcorn chicken. What else? Nachos, cheese popcorn. I'm chilling, bro. Good.
And he doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm good.
Does not care.
Not on one bit. Not on one bit. I want to see you fight somebody.
You wanna see me fight somebody?
Yeah, you should go fist somebody.
I thought we were over this. You don't have to do catchphrase. It's called pummeling someone, not the F word. We're
Maybe
past it.
maybe for old time's sake, you should go into the ring and just say you want to find someone to fist and see what kind of reactions you get.
Yeah, I think that'd be, if nothing else is going on social media.
Just announce it, you know?
I don't want to be a hashtag.
I mean, you'd be alright. I feel like fisting someone is probably already a hashtag.
Can I grow in order to kind of project my voice in this moment?
Yeah.
Oh
For sure.
no! Don't please.
How big?
No.
Reasonably big that anyone in this map or close enough to the ring could hear me. So, like a house?
I think huge is probably capable of that. It's pretty big. You stand out. No one's not noticing you.
Okay.
Oh no.
I have a friend, and he likes to fist. If you want to be fisted in the ring in front of many people, please enter the ring, and he will fist you free of charge.
And I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
try to hide behind copyright. Like, actually, you got this giant hulking monstrosity just trying to hide and cower behind copyright.
Can I shrink?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, now that he's shrunk, he's gonna say he meant fight. Fight is the word. Fight. Fight.
It's okay.
I heard someone
just-
was fisting someone.
Fight.
Yep,
Fight
him right
is
over
the
there.
word.
Him right there, the big green guy right there.
No, the word is
You
fight.
have chosen to fist, and he's gonna point at the fist, and then he's gonna point at the ring, and he's gonna shoo the people that are in there away, and they're gonna leave. No problem. They listen to this guy like they've done it their whole lives.
Oh god.
And he points right at you, and he goes, "Get in my ring!"
Hey,
If I
Fizz,
die,
here's
I'm
some
going to
nachos.
haunt you all.
Here's some nachos to get you going, bro.
If you die,
No,
we'll
you-
fist in your honor. Don't worry.
It's not a crime to be uneducated. He says as he jumps into the ring.
Cool. As you jump into the ring, your feet hit the ground with a little ka-dunk, ka-dunk. At the other side of the ring, there's a very similar, maybe slightly louder sound as a man jumps down into the ring with a gun on his shoulder and a skull mask on his face. And he goes, "Finally a challenge." I think that's what we're going to call the session.
shit.
Oh.
Oh my god, what have we done?
Fist is wearing an eye patch, a blonde wig, a pirate's hat, and a Thanos was right t-shirt getting into this ring. Just something to think about. He's basically just gonna walk forward, point both of his guns at you, and say, "Come at me, kid."
We're starting spicy.
Yeah, because of you.
Oh, don't say that.
The writers hate fists.
The writers.
Dang, Marvel's editorial. And I squeeze them hard.
He goes, "Ooh, let me go. What are you doing?"
It's time for a... I can't say that anymore. No.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
To hell with it. It's time for a fist thing.